Boys, I fear we may have World War III before we get GTA 6. AE-Yaps. It's in the name. Look, I know this wasn't the video you guys want me to react to right now, but while we're watching Donald Trump and Elon Musk break up in the first week of Pride Week, Ukraine has been rocked during deadly Russian assaults. I don't know if you guys have seen this, you probably have, but there has been just wild videos on Instagram, Twitter, of just rockets and bunker busters just going off in Ukraine. It is a Call of Duty game right now. It is a literal war zone. Explosions rock Ukraine, the capital of Kyiv, during deadly Russian assaults, says the New York Post. Okay. They put an ad for shoes because they're telling you to get the fuck out of town. They said put your shoes on and run out of Ukraine right now because there's sirens going off. I guess Ukraine has like a missile defense system. That's what that is. Just hear bombs going off. Oh god, just rockets just flying overhead. Yo. It's like Kaiju number 8. Like, you're just waiting for a giant Kaiju to come out of the ground. And this war was supposed to stop, like, back in January, right? When I get in, day one, this war will be over. Does not seem like the case. It seems like World War III. Like, I don't know how I'm making this about the Trump administration, but this administration has done some good things, right? And some promises have been made and some promises have been kept. Some have not, like the peacetime president. There's been a lot of global conflicts, and I don't think there had been any singular president of the United States that could have got elected that could stop this much global shit. It feels like there's been so much tension building up between India and Pakistan, China and America, Russia, Ukraine. I mean, this may be like speaking too soon, but it looks like China may take Taiwan back over, or at least that's what they're planning. I hate seeing these explosions. I hate seeing these bombs. These are people's sons and daughters, husbands and wives, boyfriends or girlfriends that are dying because of this, whether they're civilian or not, right? Like and I know I've said this in the past, but it's the politicians, right, that are escalating us to these level of conflicts, and they're not the ones who have to deal with them. We are, right? They get to go home to a nice place with a roof over their head, lots of money in the bank. But it's the everyday person, the average Joe, who has to go out there and deal with this. And like, let's say your job is right here, right in this little light. That's your office building. And you had a bomb go off the night before. Do you show up to work the next day? You call in, hey, sorry boss, I'm feeling a little sick. I'm sorry guys for anybody who's has an unsettled stomach. This is just the reality of life. There's gonna be conflict. And all you know what's happening if you're a Ukrainian right now, your level of pride of being a Ukrainian with your fellow brothers and sisters and neighbors around you, everybody becomes brother and sister at this point. You know what I mean? It's like brother and sister, even though that like by blood technically somebody's your brother, but somebody could be your best friend and he is your bro. That's your brother. Same thing. You can have a girl best friend who's like you have no like weird intentions behind, just a really good friend who just happens to be a female. That's your sister, right? I have plenty of those where I go to the gym, plenty of girls who I'm like, yeah, that's my girl, I got her back, right? And I have no weird motives behind it. If you're Ukrainian right now, that's your feeling. Everyone around you, anything that's Ukrainian, like small businesses, like all of that's gonna have so much pride and nationalism behind it, just because of what Russia is doing. Like Russia wants Ukraine to come back, and even if they win this war, they're always going to have this sect of people who live through this who will never forgive them for it. Whether you're pro-Ukrainian or Russian, right? And honestly, probably the same thing as Russia. I'm sure there's plenty of Russian citizens who are not happy with bombing another country. Like, imagine this is your apartment unit, right? You're trying to play games, trying to play Splitgate, you're trying to watch your favorite part-time streamer and full-time YouTuber over here. Like, you're trying to watch, just hang out and live life, and all of a sudden, like, 2 buildings down, gone, destroyed. I can't, I literally can't imagine. I can't. Like, I don't know what life would be like. My life would change in that moment. Like, that's obviously where it hit. Right? Maybe not. Wow. It's literally a video game. Tarkov. Boys, I fear we may have World War III before we get GTA 6. I think World War III may officially have started, and GTA 6 is still a year away. What a fucking timeline are we living in? Not the best one. There's a lot of verses, a lot of multiverses, a lot of timelines. This one, going to shit. You see what I mean? This is a perfect representation of what I mean. People, everyday people, going out, working together, cleaning up the streets, trying to clean up and get their lives back to as normal as possible. This is literally what I mean by these people who live in this place are bonding together. And, I don't want to say this, but I will say this, that the only way to make diamonds is taking a piece of charcoal, putting it under a intense amount of heat and pressure. And there's nothing, I don't think, more just life-altering to your life than literal conflict of bombs and shit going off in your neighborhood. I don't know what more pressure you could have in your life. There's a lot of different pressures, but that one is definitely one of the worst. And it's going to make a lot of diamonds come out of here. There's going to be a lot of people, a lot of young men, a lot of young women who are just going to put their nose down to the grindstone and become absolute units, whether it be like physical fitness or whether it be through math, whether it be through science, biology, history. There's going to be some freakazoid to come out of this. And I mean that in the most respectful way. So sad. So sad.
Bracing for retaliation, for days, Ukraine was pummeled in an overnight Russian attack. Kyiv reports Moscow launched one of its largest drone and missile strikes, killing at least 4 people and injuring nearly 24 in the Ukrainian capital.
And that's, okay, so 4 people and 20 wounded. That's for sure just going to be civilians, right? So you know that this isn't really playing by the rules of war. And this is just, the situation is escalating. So this is why I challenge all of you, as I'm doing right now, to make somebody laugh. There's a lot of darkness and shadows in people's world, right? A lot of hard times. So be the light to illuminate the path to a happier, healthier, funnier place. Because at the end of the day, we should all wake up and we should all try to laugh, have fun, and play each and every day, and try to make the most of life. Because there's obviously we just watched. There's so much chaos and conflict in the world. So make somebody laugh today. I challenge you. Make somebody laugh. Like the video, share, subscribe. You know what I'm trying to get at. I'll see you guys for the next one. It has to be so much more lighthearted. Maybe even a love letter part 2.